the first podcast is a 5 out of 5, baby.
Alright, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, hi, I'm Tej. Welcome back to the first podcast. I'm here with Lars from Norway and Spaghetto. And today we find...
What the actual fuck was that?
Could you not derail the podcast for 1 second?
Man's just
For
dying
1
in the intro.
second.
What?
Anyway, as Tress is dying in the corner, today on the first podcast, we're going to find out who is Joe.
Who's Joe?
Yeah, who is Joe? Who are you?
All right, so welcome to the podcast, everyone. This is our new co-host, Joe. Hey, Joe, welcome to the show.
Oh,
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. By the way, jokes aside, MagcarJoe, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Yeah.
So I am a guy from Britain that makes videos on the internet about mainly Pokemon-related things, either just general random stuff about competitive Pokemon or Nuzlocke, mainly hardcore Nuzlocke and stuff like that. And I do like a lot of edits with PNGs and stuff in the videos, and yeah, that's about it. That's literally all I do.
This is perfect because I've never played Pokemon.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I'm missing out.
Yeah.
Tresten
that's
here is
disgusting.
he's the one person here that has never played Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of Spaghetto lore.
Go on.
My parents were the type of parents that bought into the Satanic Panic and
Oh.
Pokemon was evil. So they took every game that we had that had Pokemon in it, and before I really got a chance to get into any of the Pokemon games, they destroyed them.
That's wacky.
Including
Yeah.
Smash Bros. Got rid of all my Smash Bros games because it had Pikachu in it.
Well, technically,
Yeah, it
those have
has Pikachu
Pokemon
in
in
it.
them.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
hell if you play Smash Bros. You should know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, my mom's like, I don't want you guys having demons enter in your body through Smash
Whoa.
Bros. Because there's pocket demons in there through Pokemon. And the 4 elements of Pokemon are evil and satanic, and it goes
more
back
than
to
four.
occultism.
There's more than
Four
4 elements
elements
of Pokemon.
Yeah, but she only knew about the 4.
What,
The
Earth,
main
Wind,
4.
Fire,
What- what-
Water.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, Fire,
She's fan of
and
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh my god.
water.
Earth,
No,
Wind,
it's-
and Fire. Do you know what today is?
The
Oh my God.
21st
Yeah.
night of
Okay,
September.
We're recording this on the
It's
21st
what?
of September. Holy cow.
Do you
Okay.
remember?
Do you remember?
What?
You remember that guy? You remember that guy who would do those elaborate videos every year? And on YouTube, it was just like he would dance around like a dick, just to the tune of September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. And he made it more extravagant every year, and then he stopped.
I have no idea what this is.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on.
Just look up the September videos on YouTube. You'll figure them out at some point. They're worth watching.
It's a
I'll
song from the
I'll look
70s.
now. I just want to see the thumbnails.
Yeah, no, but this guy he did like a yearly elaborate dances to that song. It was a big deal because people would look forward to it every year, and he did a lot of good work for charity for disenfranchised individuals and stuff. But then he just gave it up. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jesus, 684 million. Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very well-known song that's been around since the 70s, so...
Yeah, but he repopularized it recently by doing those videos.
Mm.
Anyway, this is
Oh,
not
yeah, that
really
makes
related
sense,
to
yeah.
the.
I
the
know.
show
But
at
yeah,
all.
to cap it all off, I also had a shitload of Bakugan because I'm like, okay, maybe I can get away with these.
Yeah.
And my parents took a hammer and smashed them all and lit them on fire in the living room.
Wow.
I
So-
was 10.
Just trying to save you from eternal damnation.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a McJuggernuggets video.
It does, yeah.
And then they said, like, this is the reason why your dad is, like, sick and he has, like, horrible pink eye because this one card has, like,
Jesus.
red pink eyes as well.
Oh,
And then my mom
So-
went into, like, forced labor through whooping cough. And they're like, also, this is the reason she got sick because you had all these demonic Bakugan toys and now she's in the hospital getting a C-section. And I'm
Jesus
just like,
Christ.
so
guys, I'm 10 years old.
did you have to settle for a Beyblade?
And my mom to this day says I attacked her over the toys when in actuality I just blocked her from hitting me in the face.
Okay.
Jesus.
Fuck, that
Well,
is.
you
Jeez.
So yeah, that's pretty much all my experience with Pokemon.
Very, very negative experience.
yeah, that he got into Pikmin instead.
He did.
Yeah.
Well, he saw like Pikmin was like a similar name to Pokemon, and he thought, oh well, maybe I can play that. It was like
Maybe
the
this won't get my mum to literally
Yeah.
hit
Yeah,
me.
Pikmin actually I got away with. They were like, this
Yeah, it's
is
like,
fine. It's just
this
like
is-
Earth.
This is okay.
Funny plant guy. Yeah.
So anyway, I think TJ has medium familiarity with the Pokemon series. I have deep, shameful familiarity with it.
Oh, sick. What's your favorite game then? Just off bat. I'm
I
curious.
want to say before we move on, sorry everybody for going on that tangent.
What do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it happens.
Nah, no worries. It happens.
I'm gonna go take a sad poop. I'll be right back.
Oh my god! Not even 20 minutes into the podcast.
All right, well,
You have to
now
go
that
poop
douchebag
already?
is gone.
I
Anyway.
really have to poop, TJ.
Go poop.
I need
Go
to
poop. We'll
shit.
continue the
Before the
continue the show.
episode.
Please
no,
leave.
I didn't.
We'll
I had
continue
to
the show.
pee. I had to pee.
We get it, Tresten. Please, if you have to poop, go.
Just go.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right, Pokemon.
Pokemon.
I will take a picture.
Yeah.
So,
Jesus.
oh, this is okay. So this is weird. My favorite one. Okay, so I played all of the games, and
Yeah.
I think I liked. This is gonna be a weird pick, but I think I liked what they did with Legends. Probably
Legends
the
Arceus.
most. And the reason why is okay. So
It's
my
completely
theory-
different to every other
Yeah.
one, isn't it? That's
It is, but my theory. Here's my theory. Like how specifically that
go on.
was important is because I got the impression that the developers designed the combat system based on the idea that if they were able to start the series over, this is probably how they do it.
Oh,
Is that the-
honestly, that's fair. I feel like if they had more of a budget earlier on, they probably would have done something like that. But the
Right.
problem with Pokemon is, to be fair, they always add in really interesting stuff and then immediately take it out of the next game. Like Pokemon following you, they added that in Gold and Silver, then took it out immediately. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I do get you. If they could, I think they would have done something like that, which would have been honestly pretty sick, like a free roam Pokemon Platinum, or whatever. That'd be ace.
Mm-hmm. And I just saw what they did with like status effects and just how like the balancing was with everything, and it was interesting because like really low level Pokemon could still be a challenge because weaknesses and type matchups mattered more, and certain
Yeah.
statuses that were kind of stupid they kind of patched up a little bit and changed, and I don't know, it just I liked what they were trying there.
See, that is a Pokemon game I've actually not played, Legends Arceus.
Oh,
Which-
okay.
I probably should, because I've heard only good things about it, aside from the fact it can be a bit repetitive, but aside from that, like, it seems
Oh, yeah,
really
for
good.
sure.
I am much more of a fan of like the older style, you know.
Well, I mean, I feel like the series thrives a bit on repetition because the gameplay
Yeah,
loop
true.
is still essentially the same way through every single time.
Catch Pokemon, go to gym, beat gym,
Yeah.
catch Pokemon, go to gym. Yeah.
Yeah. Someone says in the chat, by the way, at discord.t1podcast.com that we've been trying to bully you into playing Gens 8 and 9 since you started streaming. What's up with that?
Oh, they do sometimes try to get me to play the new gens, because I very much, the latest gen I've played is Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and I've not been looked even remotely at the newer gens like Gen 8 and 9.
Okay. Do you have a Switch or?
No, I don't have a Switch.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
guys, if you're watching his
I
streams,
should.
buy him a Switch, then he can play
Yeah,
the
exactly.
games, you know?
Yeah, you know.
Go to his Patreon and
Go to the
he'll
Patreon.
have a buy me a Switch tier.
Patreon.com/T1podcast really helps Joe out. Go ahead and check that out.
Check it out. Get the funny numbers tier.
I feel like I warped back in time to a different era when you said that, Lars.
Yeah, but okay, so is it you're not buying a Switch out of protest, or what's the deal?
No, I just generally don't feel like playing the new games at a minute. I will at some point. I'll play Scarlet and Violet just because it kind of needs to be done, and I guess I'll play Sword and Shield. Which actually, like one of my ideas for a video is to go through every single Pokemon game and just do a hardcore Nuzlocke, like back to 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 back, and just then I would play the Sword and Shield in Scarlet, Violet, and stuff like that.
Okay, because I was gonna say, because there's a new video out on a certain channel that is entitled "Taurus is the most tragic Pokemon," and I just smacked my mic by accident, but oh well. Just to clarify, there's something that you're missing in there that if you play the recent games, you'd know about, which is that Taurus has had some developments lately.
He has had a bit of development. I do mention it in the video very briefly. I think it's like literally the last 30 seconds because I didn't have anywhere to put it in. But yeah, he got some love in the new form, like a water fighting or a firefighting.
Yeah, he got 3 new forms actually. Yeah, he got
that's it. Yeah,
like
3
a fighting
new
form and then water and then a fire.
Yeah, and like Taurus is one that's kind of had love thrown its way, like in various points throughout the generations, but it's never been enough to where it could ever get anywhere close to how good it was originally.
Yeah, you had some theories in there about I might be butchering this, but Bouffalant, I think it was, about a potential evolution there.
That's a classic. That's an absolute classic.
I like that idea. I feel like I don't know. But is it like an evolution of Taurus at that point? Like biologically, I don't know.
I feel like it should be. Like
I guess so.
It's a bigger bull. Makes sense for it to be evolved from the smaller original bull.
Is it bigger or is it just like more exotic? I don't know.
It looks a bit. It looks slightly bigger.
It looks cool. I think it has that over Taurus.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, it definitely is cooler than Taurus in my opinion. Bouffalant. It's pretty cool.
PJ, do you know what we're talking about at all?
Oh, no, I know what you're talking about. I didn't know that Bouffalant wasn't even remotely related to Taurus.
No, it's not. No, it's not. That's the thing, though. It should have... Taurus, essentially, everyone thought Taurus should have evolved into Bouffalant, but it turns out they're just, like, completely separate. So they're both just, like, non-evolved Pokemon.
Now, I haven't piped in as much as I would like to, because, like, I know Lars is very... he knows a lot more about Pokemon than I do, but I do have.
Yes, I do. I know more than you about Pokemon.
I know,
okay?
but you were like very passionate in the middle of a conversation. I just didn't want to interrupt. But when you're describing like your Nuzlocke idea of playing like all the Pokemon games back to back,
back to back,
I did think in the back of my mind, what if like you did that? I was reminded of that one guy that was able to transfer his Gen 1 Pokemon through each Pokemon game all the way up to Sword and Shield. Like, if you could figure out how to do that, where like you have to bring your Pokemon from Gen 1 all the way to the newest game, like
it would be a cool idea, to be fair. But I don't think you can do it legitly. You'd have to do it with like ROM hacks now. I could be wrong, but I think there is a break in the chain at some point where you can't get like a Pokemon from X to Sun and Moon or something like that. It's probably earlier, but you know.
Yeah, I think there was a point where you had to use a ROM hack because there's like a point where you just can't. Yeah, you can't
just
get
fair
past.
enough.
Well, recently, up until fairly recently, they had it where like 1 and 2 were completely cut off. But then they fixed that for a while, right? Because of the Virtual Console versions, you could
Pokemon.
those.
It was. I don't know if it was Pokemon Home that did that or not, but
yeah,
that was a good poop.
Oh,
thanks, bud.
He's returned.
There's not really a poop Pokemon, but there is a garbage Pokemon, Garbodor.
Yeah, I mean, there's Pokemon that might as well be made out of poop. Like,
Muck.
Your Muck.
You got a good old
Muck.
Mucky.
Yeah.
It's probably the closest you would get.
Muck.
Oh,
if
cool.
you spell it backwards.
Okay.
Cum.
Yeah, I noticed
TJ.
something.
You really got to bring cum up.
It's literally, if you spell Muck backwards, it spells cum.
We're talking about Pokemon right now, Tresten.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
No, I saw something interesting though today where someone posted on the Pokemon subreddit. They posted like normal versions of Pokemon that have a type, and they came up with an idea for Grimer and Muck that they would be based on like a pillow and a mattress. I'm gonna find that. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Oh no. Okay.
It's not. I mean, it's not as gross as you think it is.
It sounds like it would be.
Lars, I asked you no more pictures, remember?
Is this like the
I know.
Goon Pokemon? The Gooner
I know, but
Please, no
I'm-
more pictures.
I know. I'm gonna describe it though. Actually, this time.
Okay.
So, just imagine like the yellow foam kind of like exploding out of a mattress and a pillow.
Okay,
And that was
I
like
get
their
it.
concept for.
I see what you
That
mean.
is straight up a pile of semen.
No, it's not. Dude.
That's the foam inside your mattress.
No, the other part.
That's
little
the foam
cum
inside your,
monster.
your pillow.
Tristan, have you ever had a pillow burst on you, dude? Like,
No,
okay.
He just sleeps on the floor.
Yeah.
I do actually.
Wait, why? Beds exist.
I'm too poor to get a bed.
No.
There's no way that's true.
Get money and then get a bed.
Yeah. Dear
But
Lord,
it's hard
please
to
get a bed.
It's hard to get money.
Wait, Tristan, you
I
have a
can't.
$4,000 gaming computer. You don't not have a bed.
I don't have a bed.
And
That's
let's
Man's
not-
got his
bullshit.
priorities straight.
Let's not
Yeah.
get started on your vast video game and horror movie collection.
I know. There's no way that you just don't have a bed. What are you talking about?
Do you want me to take my webcam into my bedroom?
No, I don't want to see
No,
your
no one
crusty
wants
sheets.
that ever.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, since we're like
Yeah, moving on from
Talking
that
about-
shit.
since we're talking about different Pokemon, Peridot Jules in the chat at T1, the Discord for the first podcast.
Jesus.
I don't remember the link. I'm sorry.
Discord.t1podcast.com. Go ahead, DJ.
Discord.t1podcast.com. There we go. Okay. So, Peridot asks, can you ask him what he thinks of Diplin?
Of what, sorry? I
Of the Pokemon Diplin.
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 Yeah, he looks alright.
It's a
It's a little
evolved form
funky
of
apple.
yeah, he's
Well, that's
an
an
evolved
evol-
form of Applin.
Well, I don't remember exactly what it is, but
If I
think
went
that-
through all the trouble of evolving a Pokemon and it turned into that, no, I'd be a bit disappointed.
yeah,
bro.
they kind of
I've got an apple. Great.
yeah, the Applin line kind of slaps though in Sword and Shield, to be honest. And they have a
is it?
Gigantamax form that it's like 200 feet tall and
You get
completely
the big
changes how they
apple.
look. Yeah, looks like a big bell pepper, like a scary motherfucker.
Oh, I'm allergic to bell peppers. We can't talk about them.
You're allergic to bell
Wait,
peppers?
you actually,
Yes.
Yeah.
You
he
just
has a lot
lied
of
about not having
allergies.
not having a bed.
No, like this is serious. TJ's known me for a long time. I'm very allergic to bell peppers.
He is actually.
Like
how
it
allergic
makes my
would you say?
it makes my
Like-
throat swell and makes
Ah.
me experience
becomes-
flu-like symptoms.
He becomes a bell pepper.
Yeah. With like seramorphosis or something? What are you talking about?
And then
it's
I like throw up all over the place, and then
Like
my
the bell
throat
peppers,
gets
like
mad, and then I get feverish,
mind
and then I
flay him?
die.
yeah, he just
Okay.
turns red
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
bell pepper.
Okay. Well, anyway, so moving on from that. No, I think.
By the way, yeah.
yeah.
No,
Yes.
I was gonna shout out Peridot Jules because Peridot was the one that suggested Joe as a guest
there
a
you
few
go.
months ago.
Oh, sound.
I'm really glad we have a new co-host, Joe. It's making me happy.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, there
glad
used to
to
be
be here.
someone on the show
Okay,
who
I think we need to
previously
let
identified as
Joe know that. Yeah, we need to let Joe that we previously had a co-host named Joe, which is kind of like the joke that we've been making the whole time. So
yeah, but
didn't
We
wanna
can
We
move
leave
on.
you out.
previously had a co-host named Joe.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, now we have Joe host co.
what?
perfect.
What?
Oh, sorry, I'm a little
Joe
bit
host,
dick
Joe
suckling.
host Joe.
Yeah, calm down. Okay, so
do you
anyway,
mean
like I've been
calm
trying to get
down?
to for
I
a
am
while
calm.
now.
I
Anyway,
am calm.
anyway, what I've been trying to
Lars,
get to
I
for
told you I am calm.
All right, we're gonna beat you if you don't shut up.
all right, Tristan's gone. Okay, so
he's been removed.
Yeah. I've been trying to get this out for a while now. Okay, so the idea with Applin though is that
Yeah.
apparently a lot of the dragon types in Pokemon are based on like wordplay, and they have like most of the dragons aren't actually necessarily literal dragons, but they're related to like puns in Japanese culture and stuff. And I forgot what
Okay.
Applin's is.
Oh, okay.
but I'm gonna go look this up. TJ, distract our guest.
Diplin.
Okay. Are there any other Pokemon like from Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet that kind of caught your eye? I know you haven't played the games, but because I haven't followed the recent stuff that much either.
I did like some of the paradox, like not paradox. What's the new? I don't know what the new form is called on Scarlet and Violet. I can't remember it, but some of the new forms, like the new Donphan one, Great Tusk, is pretty cool.
Okay.
And I think actually the starter Pokemon you get are some of the best we've had in a while on Scarlet and Violet. Yeah. Like especially the Crocodile dude, he's pretty sick.
You were correct about Great Tusk, by the way. Yeah, the new forms of Donphan are Great Tusk and Iron Treads. I like Iron Treads actually.
He got two of them.
Yeah, he's got like the LED eyes and everything. Yeah.
Fuecoco.
Well, Fuecoco is cool because he turns into like a ghost.
A ghost crocodile.
Yeah, it's really cool. And he gets Unaware is his hidden ability, which pretty useful for raids. Wait, Joe, that means you probably haven't played a raid yet, have you?
No. I have not experienced a raid yet.
Okay, because that's like the predominant PvE thing, in Pokemon right now is the raids.
I looked up.
They've actually been a lot of fun.
Honestly, it's just more like personal preference and time at this point. I haven't played them, but especially Scarlet and Violet, once you get past the original shenanigans with that game's launch, it does seem good, in all things considered.
Yeah, it's terrible technically and a very good game underneath.
It definitely was a thing when it was released.
Yeah, I remember thinking like it would probably be like a 9 out of 10 if it was technically a lot better, and then it's probably more like objectively like a 5 with how it runs.
Ultimately, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are comprehensive technical failures. Embarrassing artwork, terrible draw distance, poor performance, mediocre image quality, and a litany of bugs plague this pair of very troubled games. Pokemon fans deserve better.
Unfortunately.
That's fair. And also, the thing that I absolutely can't stand, and Pokemon have been doing this for so long, is not allowing you to fully turn off the EXP share. And now not even allowing you to put the battle mode from Switch to set. That is so stupid.
I totally understand that. They did kind of balance it around that in this game, to be fair. They made it... Yeah, so because you're going to be spending a lot of time out exploring and everything, and you're going to take a lot of hits and everything. So it kind of all works out how they did it. But it is weird that they just kind of took that out.
Well, for me, like, if I'm going to go on to it, I'm probably going to do, like, some kind of a Nuzlocke or challenge video, so I'm not really going to be exploring too much aside from the first playthrough.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, I just wish I had the option.
Yeah, I wouldn't do a Nuzlocke run the first time because it's just one of those games where it's like Skyrim or whatever, where you get out to the world and you want to go take a look, but
take it. Yeah.
Where's Tresten, by the way?
I pinged him to try to get him to come back. I hope we didn't actually insult him.
No, he's fine. I'm sure.
I hope because we usually do bits like this. So I don't know how long he's going to be gone for.
By the way, Joe, you've been taking off a little bit recently. We've been noticing that. What's up?
Yeah. Sorry. No. Sorry.
I was just going to mention how do you feel about that? It seems like your meme channel in particular is really starting to slap lately, taking off.
Yeah, it's been going pretty good. It's a very much up and down process. Of some videos do stupidly well, and then some videos, still do well, but not as much. And it's just it's been overall really good, especially like reading comments and stuff. There's always so many nice people, and that's always fun. Well, also I've been focusing on another channel, MagcarJoe Live, which is more Nuzlocke challenge videos, and that one as well has been really slapping. I've been really happy with how that's going.
Yeah, so just to kind of explain when I said meme videos, by the way, it's kind of a situation where he'll do like a video we were talking about earlier, where he'll kind of just go over the history of Taurus and competitive play, or he'll talk about like Pokemon that Game Freak has treated poorly in the past, or just like different stuff, and it's all edited very kind of like very memey and with lots of like little jokes thrown in and everything, but it's good stuff, and it seems like you're getting a lot of attention.
I appreciate it.
I know that I've heard this somewhere where apparently the metric for success is that you're expected to get at least 10% of your subscriber count in views per video. And you are very, very far ahead of that. Like significantly far.
Yeah. I've not heard that metric before. I think it's more when you're a smaller channel or smallish, like around my size, it's a lot easier to get more views than you have subscribers. Once you get up to like let's say 1 million or something, that's when it becomes starts to become like, more aligned with maybe like, 50% of your subscribers will be watching the videos, and then it'll get harder and harder to keep it going.
Yeah, because if you got 1 million subscribers, it's very unlikely that 1 million people are going to watch every video anyway, though, unless you're like video game donkey at that point. But
yeah.
I'm not jealous that he's like fit.
Yeah, I'm not jealous either.
Yeah, like.
But by any objective measure is what I'm saying. So you're doing very well. Like
it's been really good lately. Yeah,
like 106,000 views, 88,000 views, 141,000 views. That's incredible. People are really enjoying your stuff. Yeah,
they seem to. Yeah, I'm very, very happy about it. I feel very lucky that it's gone as well as it has.
Why do you think they do? What do you think you're doing right?
I think it's mainly, like you mentioned, just the meme aspect of it, and the fact it's just you get like the basic overview of what Taurus did in competitive, and then you're also having it explained with more jokes and stuff and thrown in like that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think my editing is a bit different than most other people's.
Yeah,
not perfect by any means, but I think that does make it a bit more eye-catching.
I have a comparison I could potentially make here, which is that I don't know if you've ever seen a channel called False Swipe Gaming before.
Oh, I love False Swipe Gaming.
Okay.
Absolutely slaps those videos.
They're really good, and they're very well put together.
They're really good.
They're not as funny as yours, so it's like.
But his videos are like going to much more detail than I ever could. And that's like kind of the appeal of them.
I know.
I don't think they're really designed to be funny. It's more like straight information.
The problem is that's when he puts that stuff out, it's like an elaborate meal that's very, there's got a lot of technical details to it and everything. But then, I don't know, I watched one of your videos and it's kind of the like enjoyable fast food version. And I think I prefer it.
Dude, that's a really good way to put it, not even gonna lie. That's such a perfect way to describe it. So I could never do a 2-hour video on bloody, what was it, Landorus T and what it did in competitive and why it's so incredibly amazing.
Yeah. Do you think Landorus is ever going to get nerfed?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he has been nerfed in this newest generation. I think he lost a few moves, I can't remember.
I haven't played competitive this generation at all, so I'm not sure. Someone have to fact check us in the audience at some point.
Yeah, I think he did lose a lot of stuff, but my boy Tyranitar, he got the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah.
Poor guy went all the way to RU and then I think back to UU, and I think he's still doing bad there.
He got a robot form, at least.
He did, but I think that was worse. I think that was like a lower tier.
Outside of, I mean, just like it looks cool.
It does look cool. You are correct. Yeah. It does look cool. That is an objective fact.
All right, Spaghetto's back.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. I was trying to figure out a way to insert myself into the conversation, but yeah, you two were into it. But yeah, Tresten's been sitting in the corner eating beans, I guess.
Is he watching Cars in a theater?
It's a good movie.
Talking about a meme, dude. It is good though. Cars 2 is not that great.
Cars 2 was underrated. When I was a kid and watched that shit, I was like, holy fuck, they're killing people.
They do have a kill count in that film. They do have like 15 kill count.
I feel like saying like a movie is underrated because when you were a kid you used to like it is not. That's not. I don't know if that's good evidence that it's a great movie. Though.
It succeeded with its target audience, children.
I guess so. I don't know. I feel
fair point.
There was a time though when I was a kid. I was like 3 or something, and I would watch Robin Hood, the movie, every day, literally every day.
Which Robin
Hood?
Talking
about the Disney one with foxes and stuff.
For like months, probably years, because I was just a kid and I didn't know any better, and that's all I had. So,
you didn't have other Disney movies?
About like I was like 12, not like when I was a dumbass little 3-year-old.
Okay, you're right. 12-year-olds are super smart. Their brains are fully developed at that point. You got it.
No, I'm just saying when you're 12, you're a little bit more scrutinizing than a fucking 3-year-old.
A little bit, but not much.
I don't think much. Yeah, I can remember when I was 12. If you threw something with moving pictures on, I would watch that. I'd be like, damn, this shit be slapping.
This guy's like, we just got moving pictures in Europe.
We want them. Dude, if I was a 12-year-old, I'd absolutely be watching every single one of them 3 a.m. challenge videos, not even gonna lie.
Tresten, who Who do you think invented the moving pictures, Tresten?
The Native Americans.
Okay, yeah, this is the result of homeschooling.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
It actually is.
Wait, were you actually homeschooled?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel
I
feel bad for him actually.
To be fair, there could be Pokemon in public schools. You don't want to risk it.
That's
I was
true.
Actually,
gonna-
that is one of my parents' points of homeschooling is they don't want me to be indoctrinated by like teachers and other students.
Yeah, they're gonna teach you
About
about
Pokemon?
they're gonna teach you about Pokemon.
No, just like all things that are evil and demonic,
Oh,
especially
okay.
evolution.
Oh
Yeah.
god, yeah.
Well, evolution in Pokemon's not anything like
Oh.
That's another
evolution
reason
in
I
real
wasn't
life.
allowed to play it. It was because
Yeah,
of
it's-
evolution in Pokemon.
Evolution is more like metamorphosis in actual Pokemon. Like it's not.
It's,
No,
yeah, it's more
since
like
they-
magic than anything.
Yeah.
they
Than
use the
anything
word
else.
evolution. It's evil and it's like rooted in Darwinism.
Well, just
and
because
it's
it
gonna
has EV
turn me
and
into an
L in it
atheist.
doesn't mean
Well,
it's
you should've-
evil. Like that
You
doesn't.
should have told your parents it's not evolution, it's digivolution. Digivolution.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Just sing the Digimon theme at that point.
Let's just say the
Just go
Digimon version.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You're right there, bud.
Was that your
Yeah,
response?
man. I'm sorry. My throat's really hurting.
It happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, Pokemon is evil, but Digimon's okay. I guess.
Very
is the-
evil.
yeah, thing.
I can't really contribute a lot to this podcast. I'm sorry, Joe.
No, I think
Yeah, no worries.
the safest thing that his parents would probably let him get into would probably be Beyblade because it's just spitting tops.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
gonna think.
yeah,
I was gonna
because
assume it was like
no evilness
VeggieTales.
there.
Yeah.
Actually,
No. Your parents would
Beyblade,
love that.
my parents would love Beyblade because Moses in the Beyblade
yeah.
universe split the Red Sea with the Beyblade.
Yeah, exactly. It teaches Christian values.
Oh my!
Beyblade was on the side of God.
Yeah, like Beyblade literally is rooted in biblical accuracy.
Exactly.
Can you imagine if Pokemon decided if Game Freak decided to make a Pokemon based on something biblical and how that would piss off so many Christians?
That would be awesome.
I would love that.
Like a little like Jesus.
I mean, we
Pokemon,
already
or what
have
do you mean?
God Pokemon. We have Arceus.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's
Oh.
this like Pokemon clone type looking game where it's like supposed to be really dark and you can like shoot and kill the Pokemon and like they're eating each other and stuff like that. I just can't remember what it's called.
There's been a fair few of like, edgy
Yeah.
Pokemon type things. I can't remember any of them, any names off the top of my head.
I got some bad news for you, Tristan. By the way,
Hmm.
in the real Pokemon world, they would definitely eat each other too because they're animals.
Yeah.
Like that would just be a thing. That's
If you
just-
don't watch the early seasons of the anime, I swear that you eat a Magikarp at some point.
yeah,
Oh,
no, he
yeah.
like salivates about imagining like a rack
Yeah,
of
roast
Magikarp.
Magikarp.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
it.
aren't it like in Legends Arceus? You could
Oh,
do
I
like
found
the.
it. It's called,
yeah.
It's called Pal World.
Oh,
I've
that's
not
the
heard
one
of
with
that
the
one.
guns.
Yeah, it's
Ah.
like Pokemon with guns and shit.
But is it in Legends? In Legends Arceus, you could cook different Pokemon dishes like in Breath of the Wild, but like you're eating Magikarp or something or a Slowpoke.
I don't
Huh?
think so.
Let me look
Don't
this up.
remember because I hate cooking mechanics in games and I refuse to use them.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't think.
But Cooking
I have-
Simulator is actually a fun game.
Yeah, that's different though, because that's it's based on that. But I hate it when games have like a cooking mechanic or a crafting mechanic. I'm just like, God damn it. Here we go.
Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could get curry in.
I played.
It was Sword and Shield.
Oh,
And some of the dishes have. You could very plainly see that they were cooking Pokemon. So
I played the entirety of
you gotta
Elden
eat.
Ring without using the crafting mechanic because I just don't like crafting.
Yeah, why would you want to? You want to just go get the sword and
Yeah.
bigger number, better person at that point.
I just found the biggest sword in the game and I shoved it up every boss's ass.
you know what?
and
If
then
it
I
works,
won.
it works.
Just don't get hit.
Yeah.
Right? Just don't get hit.
Yeah,
Just don't
just-
get hit.
just roll better.
when I brought up the idea of like a biblical themed Pokemon, I was thinking of like the Girder Conkeldurr line, and if like they
Yeah.
added more evolutions to where like the steel bar that he has ends up building a cross, and then the final form is like him being crucified on the steel bars.
Oh, then your parents might like the series.
He died for our sins.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wait,
Which
Tristan, if they-
Pokemon do you think?
Yeah.
What?
It-
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, there are
If they make
Pokemon
a
that look like
Jesus Pokemon,
food.
would
What?
your
Jesus
parents
Pokemon?
finally accept it at that point? If there's like a
No,
Jesus.
they would just be pissed
Why? It's biblical.
because
Yeah, you could have.
it's an occultic thing, taking the Bible and making it into a blasphemy and bastardizing it.
It's technically the other way around because the Christians took it from the pagans.
What if they like make it very clear that the saint in Pokemon is a bad guy?
Also, which Pokemon do you think would most likely get crucified?
What?
All right, Justin, I'm
Well,
going to chuck that one up to being sick, and we're going to move on from that very quickly.
Well, no,
Nah,
we're
that's
talking
not-
about
that's not gonna go
Pokemon.
anywhere.
No, we're talking about Pokemon rooted in biblical times. Like, which Pokemon would get crucified?
I don't know.
Which Pokemon has the most healing moves?
Yeah.
Which Pokemon had no healing
Chansey,
wish?
I guess?
Chansey's gonna get crucified.
I can see Chansey up in the cross going like,
Yeah, no, actually.
What the fuck?
Tresten asks a question. What do you mean you gave me an answer?
I'm sorry. It's such a funny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Because
double
it'd
check
be
it.
too big for the cross and it would probably fall off.
Yeah, that's the Pokemon. Okay, so I thought Chansey was like the egg Pokemon, and it is.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
so funny. Like, it's so amusing because their feet and their arms wouldn't even reach.
Yeah, exactly.
You need a specially designed cross at that point.
Yeah, you just need like a little lowercase t.
Well, Chansey and Jesus have a lot in common, Tresten. Like they both have a pouch in the front of themselves with like a little egg. So it's like anyway.
You know what? I was thinking of Tears of the Kingdom, like the Zelda game, and how people would just build crosses and they would just put Koroks up on there like they were being crucified. If you've ever seen that meme.
I think I may have seen a few images of it.
Yeah.
It sounds vaguely familiar.
I mean, that's
This is like
you,
a
you give a
build-
bunch
this
of
is a-
players building mechanics. Obviously, they're going to run wild with
Yeah.
it.
Swashstickers, the cross. That's all going to come like within the first 5 minutes.
The Twin Towers.
The Twin Towers will probably be right after that. Auschwitz won't be far behind.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Am I the
The
only one who
Titanic.
isn't? Am I the only one who isn't like super amused by that and just wants to play the game? Like, I get that you
Yeah.
can make horribly offensive stuff with blocks, but I don't know. It doesn't satisfy me at all. I guess because I'm not
that's just like
anymore.
what the internet's going to do.
Chat's saying that
Yeah.
people got crucified in Pokemon in the Gen 5 manga.
Oh, they did!
What?
Oh, I saw those pictures out of context in the Gen 5 manga. There's like a part where they just
Wait,
like
they died?
hug a bunch. No, they didn't die. They just tied them to crosses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know the context.
question.
That's really dark for a Pokemon manga.
They crucified the gym leaders?
Well, in some of the early
Oh, because they used too
Pokemon
many
manga,
super potions during a battle, or what do you mean?
in some of the early Pokemon manga, they would show like Pokemon dying in battle. Like I think
Yeah.
I remember seeing an Arbok being sliced in half in
Yeah.
that manga.
Ew.
Yeah.
There
that's
was an
the classic
episode
one.
of one of the spin-offs where like I think Charmander bites another Pokemon and like it starts screaming bloody terror. You guys remember
Yeah.
this?
The part of the manga takes place in En's castle, and Team Plasma, I guess, has captured all of the gym leaders, and they just tied them up onto crosses for some reason.
That's really strange.
Yeah, the manga sometimes goes a bit crazy.
Mm-hmm. So how are
like,
they going to work
it's-
that one into the anime?
They didn't. I think we're past Gen 5
Yeah,
at this point in the anime.
Oh, so they skipped over it. Okay.
I'm assuming they didn't want to.
Well,
pay
the manga
reference
kind
to
of. The manga goes off in a different direction than the anime, because I don't even think Ash is in the manga.
Okay, yeah, to be fair, I don't read it
The manga
myself,
is
but-
just like the game's story, not the anime story.
Got it. Okay. Oh, okay. There's a
Well,
picture, but that is bizarre. Even
It's,
okay. Yeah.
it's
What
pretty
the
wacky.
fuck?
They actually did crucify the gym leaders in the Pokemon Adventures
Yep.
manga. I wonder why.
To be clear, with they tied them with ropes. They didn't nail them to the crosses.
Well, yeah, I understand that. It's just still strange to see. Like, if you're a child and you're like, "Hey, I want the Pokemon manga, mom," Can you get it
And
for
then
me?
she
And
looks
she's-
at the book and she's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like she doesn't open it up because she thinks it's Pokemon. Why would this be offensive? And she hands it to the child. The child's like, why are they all dying on the cross like Jesus?
In the name of the Pikachu, the Charizard, the Squirtle, and the Ivysaur. Amen.
I mean,
Yep.
you know, Tresten, to be fair, there's the image of the Arbok getting sliced in half in the manga.
Yeah.
Oh god, that one.
Yeah, by the way,
I remember
guys,
that
some
scene
of
when I
these are-
first saw that one.
Yeah, some of these are not like super not safe for work, but I'm not going to include them in the render. Just go ahead and look them up if you want to.
Yeah.
Look up Pokemon manga controversial scenes. You'll probably find some stuff.
You'll find a good amount.
The crucifixion scene isn't like it's not safe for work, but I guess it would be offensive to Christians.
It's just dark.
I guess,
It's just not
yeah.
something you do. You
It's
don't.
really unnecessary.
Yeah, the crucifixion is like a medieval torture way of killing
Yeah.
people. It's not
Yep,
well,
like you
that
you
shit
die
was
by
real.
suffocation. Yeah.
you do have to look at it from the perspective that this is being made in Japan, and they probably just think it looks cool, and not necessarily like
Okay, that's fair.
like
Yeah, that is-
because if you
that is
if you've
fair.
ever seen Evangelion, they use a lot of biblical imagery, but the show itself isn't. It doesn't really have any biblical themes. They just thought like the image of a crucifixion looks cool, like
Yeah, fair
aesthetic
enough.
wise.
I gotcha.
Because I don't think a Hideki Anno is Christian, but he just thought
It
the Christian
does
imagery
surprise
looked
me,
cool.
yeah. They would do stuff like that. That could have been
You
worse in
okay?
terms of torturous
Oh,
devices
yeah,
used.
sorry. I'm really tired.
It is weird that torture devices were ever used in Pokemon.
Hey, it's that they didn't put them in a brass ball, so I guess you've got that.
Yeah. Also, the anime has had a couple like sus moments, like
Yeah.
like with James had like breasts
Hey,
at one point, and
Well, those were one of the
yeah.
band episodes.
Oh, well, that was like the best part.
The
yeah.
gun episode.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you mind if I bring up a topic that's not Pokemon related so I can contribute a little bit more?
Yeah, go for it. I'm fine
Okay,
with
I'm
anything.
sorry. I just don't know a lot about what you guys are talking about.
Well, let me put one caveat on it. Can it not be like controversial killing methods related then? So we can
No,
move
I
on.
was gonna tell-
Iron Maidens.
Hold
Oh,
on.
no Iron Maidens, no brass
Yeah.
balls today, damn.
I don't have the energy to talk over people. So,
Not like get no waterboarding, please.
like
Just,
you normally do.
yeah.
Drawn and quartered.
Mm-hmm. Pickle torture. None of that. Go ahead.
I was waiting because like I said, I can't really talk over people
Go ahead.
today.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go
You got
ahead.
it. You got it.
I was gonna tell like one of my funny stories,
Okay.
if
I'm
that's
interested
okay.
to hear. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so hold on.
This is going to die
Well,
real
he's
quick.
grabbing his
Okay.
iron lung.
So I'm a public worker and
Yeah.
I help manage like public areas and campuses. And
Alright.
there's this statue at work that got spray painted graffiti on it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the graffiti was bright orange spray paint on the boobs of a statue, making it look like they just have huge areolas.
Oh.
And
Very
it was in
artistic.
the middle of this park, right in front of this huge building full of people. And people kept walking up to me and were like, "Hey, can you please fix that? Like, can you just take care of that? Like, that's so inappropriate for the children." And I'm like, "But you have a dog." And they're like, "Yeah, but what if a child sees that?" And I'm like, "It's been called in." And they're like, "Well, you need to take care of it right now." And I'm like, "How? How? Do you want me to just like...
You do it,
I
bitch.
don't know how to like
Yeah, exactly.
clean up spray painted titties off a chrome statue."
Yeah.
So you don't
Wasn't
really
this,
like
and then
hold
the-
up to get it fixed, and then you were like, do it quicker.
I guess, but they were just
Ugh.
mad, and then I just gave up and I walked away.
Wasn't this an episode of Parks and Recreation or something at some point? Wasn't this like a plot era?
I don't know, but someone spray painted the titties of a statue at work, and I got yelled at, and people were mad at me for it.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Lars, you could turn Tresten's life into a sitcom.
I think you could, yeah.
Yeah.
Enough weird shit happens to me where that could be
It kinda does.
entertaining enough.
I learned.
Yeah.
I learned a weird. This is very mundane, but this still weirds me out to this day. Okay, so apparently the people in his area, I'm not going to name what area it is, they don't believe in just leaving a pizza at someone's door. They won't do that. Like if you get food, like delivered with DoorDash or whatever, it's just not an option to have them leave it at the door. You have to give it to them, which is really weird.
No, I don't think I've ever had food left at my door, to be honest.
It wasn't DoorDash. It was a specific pizza place.
Oh, that's a huge thing. Ever since COVID happened, people have been preferring just to get it dropped off at the door.
Fair enough.
Yeah, COVID's not. A lot of people in our area don't take COVID seriously. They're all
That's
just
where
like
that comes from. Yeah.
They call it the scamdemic.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I remember when that was all going around. I don't want to wear a mask.
Yeah,
There's still people that are going on about wearing masks, even though we don't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's like
they're protesting because hospitals prefer if you wear a mask, even though it's optional.
Well, yeah, because people are gonna die there. It's like an
it
important
makes
health
sense
center.
in a hospital. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're like
also, they wore them
screaming
before
at the
COVID at the hospital.
They're screaming at the Capitol, saying they want like our governor like lynched and flushed down the toilet because you have to wear masks in hospitals. And they were blasting. They were blasting. We're not going to take it on a giant Bluetooth speaker and marching circles around the Capitol all day while I was at work. And they had like giant cutout cardboards of toilets and like lynched ropes around like the governor's face, and they're like had the cardboard cutouts with his face going into the toilet.
Did they put his head in the toilet and made him into a
They
CBD toilet?
Yes.
But
at least they had some
they were doing that
ideas.
all while they were yelling, "We're not going to take it," and like end the mask mandates at hospitals and in general.
They should have just played the Skibidi toilet song instead with all the toilets.
This was before that.
Oh man!
By the way,
they missed out.
Real quick aside, in the chat, someone says, "In my country, you have to kiss the DoorDash employee to confirm the order." Discord.topodcast.com if you want to tune to these episodes live.
In my area, you have to jerk off the DoorDash employee until he finishes.
Oh, God, dude.
Oh, well, obviously.
Yeah, they call
that's
it
how you
ding
get
dong
the
dip.
that's how you get the dip.
They call it
Yeah,
ding
you
dong
get
dip.
the nice creamy sauce.
They call it ding dong.
That's what the tip button is for, you know? The tip.
Just the tip.
They call
Yeah,
it-
exactly.
They call it ding dong ditching.
Why are this is like the most 7th grade juvenile humor. Oh my God.
Wait,
Jesus.
if you run away,
Nope,
is that
stop.
ding dong
All right,
ditching?
Stop.
Is it ding
No,
dong
that's a
ditching?
Okay.
That's
new topic.
sexual assault at
Oh.
that point.
Guys. Remember
Okay.
I was going to talk about the dragon typing, how it's like
Okay.
it's got an interesting history.
Okay.
You guys want to learn?
Okay. Sure.
The dragon. Okay.
Joe, you might be aware of this because you know Pokemon pretty well. So, like a lot of Pokemon that are classified as dragon types aren't dragons, but they're based on things like Japanese puns and such.
Okay.
And here, I'll give you guys a couple examples of this.
What?
So, with Alolan Executor, for some reason
yeah.
they made him dragon, and people thought that was very
Big old one
strange.
neck boy.
If you look into it, the basically in Japan, they've observed that the coconut tree, the leaves, they really resemble the dragon tree. That's the name for it. So it's like a pun on that Alolan Executor is a dragon type because it's the coconut tree's quote unquote the dragon tree. So it's like it's getting creative because there's only so much you can do.
I like
with
how
dragons.
creative that is, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It does get
And then-
a little
Hey.
lost in translation though.
It
Yeah.
does, yeah. But
Yeah.
another example
it
of that
looks
is
like they were just like, hey, we need a dragon type and a big tree
Right.
will do.
yeah, no, but another example of that is Emperos, which is that the Japanese name for that is literally electric current, but the way that it's pronounced, it sounds the same as the word for electric dragon. So that's where he gets the typing for the mega.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
I think-
yeah.
Wait,
I forgot. I was
what?
like, what? That's not a dragon. I
I,
remember the
I
mega.
think I'm following Lars. So, like, electric dragon is just a vibrating bad dragon dildo.
No, that's not where I was going with that
Exactly.
at all.
Oh, okay, I'm
I'm
sorry.
pretty sure they make. Have they started making Pokemon themed bad dragon stuff? I'm pretty sure there's
That'd
a
be
market
sick.
for that.
They have
That would be
Godzilla themed ones. Like,
That would be
Okay.
a good marketing venture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, another example is Altaria. In Japan, I'm going to butcher this. I think it's pronounced Tiltalis. And Til is a star in the constellation Draco. So they basically they find something where they can sneak in a little wordplay with the dragon type, and they make dragon Pokemon out of it. Because there's really only a couple archetypes for dragons in like fantasy lore. So they've just gotten really creative to continue
They have to be more creative. I like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool. There's a lot of other examples, but I won't go over them all. Just guys, you can Google this if you want.
I see a picture
I like
that...
as well. Sorry, I was saying, as soon as they started talking about dragons, my gecko came out of its little cave and just started staring at me.
That was something
Oh,
I wanted
you
to
have a
ask you
gecko?
about. Yeah, it's in his
That's
videos.
the one in your avatar, right?
So, not
wanted
to
to ask-
dampen the mood, but the one in my avatar, unfortunately, has passed away.
what did your
Early
gecko taste
April.
like?
Oh,
It
God.
was a lovely little dish.
Yeah.
But had it with some lettuce on the side.
One of the
You
questions I
made
wanted
yourself a
to...
big lettuce wrap.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
What do you mean?
It's
really
expensive
morbid
now. It
jokes
took 2
aside.
years to mature.
But
It's
no, for real,
it's
though.
just one of the questions I wanted to ask was like, what was your gecko's name? The one that's in your videos.
So that one's name was Partha,
Okay.
and she was a leopard gecko, and
Oh no!
it was a lovely little thing. But they're nocturnal geckos, so they only really come out at night. And I never got to see too much of her. I think she was in a few of my videos. I occasionally showed her. And the other gecko that I was on about arriving out when we started talking about dragons, that one's named is Nex, and that's a crested gecko, and she absolutely fucking hates me. Like,
Yeah, those ones are
genuinely,
fucking assholes.
if I go out and try and grab her and try and like bring her out of the enclosure, for one, she will run away and bite the crap out of me. If I do manage to get her out, she will jump from like the height of me, like she will jump off my head to the floor below rather than be held. She's an absolute menace.
So she does bite you.
She does bite.
oh, someone in the chat, by the way, was asking, Tatsugiri is a dragon type. Yeah, that's actually another example of that, because Tatsugiri is designed to look like a koi, and the Japanese legend is that the koi becomes a dragon mythologically. So, yeah.
Is that the one where it climbs up a waterfall and gets to become a dragon?
They actually had a similar idea with Magikarp. Yeah, they kind of reused some of the ideas at some point. But
did you guys know that Mario is into Donkey Kong games?
No, that's Jumpman. You're thinking of Jumpman, dude.
So
no. At the end of Donkey Kong Country 2, there's a leaderboard where there's like Mario, Link, and I think like Sonic shoes in a garbage can.
That's great, Tresten. Where did this come from?
I don't know.
He just likes to derail the conversation.
Why are you bringing it up?
I was thinking about Mario Wonder, and I was excited about it, and then I just thought about Mario.
I am excited for Mario Wonder.
So Lars, I was going to ask about Tatsugiri. Is it also a pun on the dragon roll sushi too? Because I know it's like a line
it
of
very
like,
well might be. Yeah, because it's like a little sushi koi thing.
Yeah, they have some sushi Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. From what I've seen.
Sick.
All right, guys. I have one final question before we wrap up.
Are we wrapping up?
What time are we on?
We're just at an hour, so we're doing pretty good. But we can wrap pretty soon if you want.
I'm fine. Whenever, it's all good.
Go ahead, Tristan.
Which Pokemon would you take on a date?
Oh, Machamp, because he could hold me in his big, strong arms.
That's true.
I think I would go with Incineroar because he just seems really chill.
Yeah, you want the big buff cat.
Okay, Mr. Furry.
The big buff cat.
Yeah, okay.
Well, Incineroar is just like, he looks like a really polite guy.
Yeah, that's what all the furries say. Okay.
All right, fine. Who would you go with,
I like
Lars?
his personality.
Remember when Hugby said Buzzswole when we... Yeah.
I would want to get married to Buzzswole.
Look at that.
Because that's Lars's type.
Right.
Well, it's a bug type.
Right.
And
Buzzswole is a good choice.
Yeah.
What about you, TJ?
He's got that long snout thing as well. He can do some Do some
you
kinky
poke
stuff with
around
that.
in your insides. But no, but what I was really
Ew.
thinking would be important with Buzzwole is you could like fly around with him. You could like
Oh, yeah, that's
destroy
true.
the souls of your enemies, right? I mean, it's useful. I
Why
mean,
is that
in this
necessary to
ridiculous
go on a
scenario,
date?
I think it'd be useful.
Yeah, we need to destroy the souls of everyone on this fucking date.
No, okay, but the question I think TJ came up with was which Pokemon would you eat? And I think mine would be Applin.
Because I was which Pokemon looks the most tasty? Because there's a lot of food
Most tasty.
based Pokemon. Like you have like
There are
sushi
few.
ones, the apple ones. There's the ice cream Pokemon like Vanilla.
Yeah, Vanillux.
Yeah,
Oh, I kind of
You
want
got
some
Miltank?
Vanillux. Yeah,
I
Yeah,
would.
Miltank
I
for
think I
sure,
would
yeah.
eat.
yeah.
really
Execute.
suck that.
You'd suck on Miltank's udders.
Yeah.
You could also do that if you wanted, yeah.
Yeah. There
think
was
I would
theories
try
about
and
like
eat.
Miltank being the female version of Tauros, but I guess that never really panned out. I hear it's like an unofficial thing with Game Freak, is that they kind of consider them similar in terms of like stats. Or I could be wrong.
I think it might be. I guess
Okay.
both like, bulk out.
Yeah, if a lot of the stuff I've said in this episode, someone's gonna in the comments are gonna be like, "No, Lars, that's not true." But that's fine. Please leave a comment saying
Hey,
as
welcome
such
to
if
my
you'd like.
comment section.
Yeah.
Tristan,
Someone says,
do you have a favorite Pokemon? Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say I think the Pokemon I would try to eat is Trubbish.
The trash one?
He looks
Just to see,
delicious.
just to prove you could.
Okay.
Yeah.
My theory is he's not actually garbage inside of there. He's just got like
No.
succulent meat.
No, he's
you're
very much
taking the
garbage.
gamble at that point.
Yeah, no, he's the garbage Pokemon. That's what he's made of.
It could be a disguise, though.
No,
Yeah, and maybe
maybe.
it's a disguise.
I think Tristan
Yeah.
would want to eat muck because he loves muck.
Yeah.
Slurping with a straw, though. You could
Mhm.
easily get the whole muck down, yeah.
It's like, this tastes pretty familiar.
My favorite Pokemon.
Yum, yum, yum.
My favorite Pokemon is Snorlax.
Oh,
know
because
that's a
you
basic
guys have a lot in
answer.
common because you're always sleeping.
Okay, damn.
Damn. There's some other really mean jokes you could make with Snorlax.
I know, I made the nice joke.
Okay.
They're always sleeping. I was trying not to be a dick.
Okay.
Of course, yeah, Jesus, dude.
So,
All right.
Lars, what were we going to say before we accidentally interrupted you?
Oh, well, I was going to mention another comment in the chat, but actually, this one's even better. Fun fact:
Okay.
Game Freak considers Trubbish a cat.
What?
You guys want to explain that one?
I
Let me
have
look
no
at
clue.
Trubbish real quick.
Yeah.
How is that a cat?
I was going to
Kinda
say, I've
got
seen a fair few
ears?
cats in my days.
Yeah, no,
Cats
yeah,
like
I've
to
owned
go in your
cats.
garbage?
I guess.
Plus.
It kind of has ears a little. I know it's like when you tie the bag up and it has like the little thing sticking out on top.
Yeah, it just looks like a trash bag
Yeah.
Yeah.
with like garbage spilling out. That's it. I don't see anything cat related.
I'm going on the Pokemon wiki. Hang on.
Apparently, there was an art piece that Game Freak came out with that had cat Pokemon, and I guess they included a Trubbish.
Oh,
I'll take their word for it.
Okay.
I don't think that necessarily meant.
Trusted,
That-
that's... Why did you post that?
Oh, okay.
You just combined two Pokemon together.
Well, is that saying that they're all cats, or is it just that there's a lot of cats Pokemon in that picture? Because there's also a Joltik, and that's not a cat. And there's also the catfish Pokemon, which I guess are these just all
this
puns?
is not
Yeah.
a picture podcast.
Is this another situation where it's like all puns with Game Freak?
I
Because they
guess
like
so.
yeah, probably.
like
It
wordplay.
probably would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's wrap this
You
up
know what
because
we
I don't want to talk about
Can we
damage too much. He's right.
Do you want to real quick take any fan questions? Because I know there's some MagcarJoe fans in here.
Oh yeah, sure. If you guys got them,
Yeah.
Real quick, chat, throw your questions. Lightning round.
Mhm.
Q&A.
real quick. Speak now or forever hold your peace. You will never get to talk to Joe again.
Because
Never
this,
again.
gonna-
I'm not uploading after this.
this is
Yeah.
kind of his
This is-
first Q&A, so...
Okay,
It is.
so
It is.
hi Joe. When are you going to give me the $12,000 you owe me? Well, that's all the time we have for today, guys.
Yeah, we're just gonna wrap up right here.
Yeah.
You should you should have known what you signed up for.
What is your least favorite Pokemon? And well, Peridot added an audible here saying, "Why is it different?" Do you have a least favorite Pokemon just in general?
Oh, least favorite Pokemon. That's actually I can't think of any ones that have really irritated me. It would be like
Magikarp.
No, Magikarp evolves into Gyarados, and Gyarados
Yeah, I like
slaps.
Magikarp.
People like Magikarp.
You like the anal beads Pokemon?
People
What?
like the jokey
Please be more
Pokemon.
specific on the anal beads Pokemon.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot of anal
isn't-
beads Pokemon.
Isn't Gyarados like the rock snake Pokemon?
Is that like the
No,
keychain?
that's Onyx.
Is it
Yeah.
the
Oh, okay,
keychain-
never mind.
the
My
keychain
bad. My bad.
Pokemon?
Oh, the keychain Klefki. Yeah. No, honestly, one of my least favorites would be Bastiodon. That's the shield face Pokemon.
Okay.
Why?
He's just fucking sucks. He's a defensive Pokemon with the worst defensive type. He's got shit stats and he looks dumb.
I think he looks kind of dorky cool. Though. I don't know, but that's obviously that's your call.
He's a big shield for a face.
Mm-hmm. I feel like if he came up to you in the park, you'd probably make friends with him, though. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I'd be like, hey, what are you doing, shield face?
Oh, yeah,
big old-
Fuck you,
Go and
Bastion.
defend your castle, you loser.
What is this awkward interaction?
Okay, I do have an answer. I did think of an answer of like what Pokemon I'd probably go on a date with, and it'd probably be one that could speak English to me. So
Like
maybe Mewtwo. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Mewtwo. Meowth.
The problem for me is, well, there's a lot of problems with this. With the idea of the whole premise is just flawed. But like Mewtwo gives me like male vibes, and I'm not.
I know.
Yeah.
I know who TJ would go on a date with. He would go on a date with Mr. Mime.
No.
Mr. Rhyme, not so much. Mr. Rhyme.
I mean, I
Mr.
didn't want to.
Rhyme, there
I
you
didn't
go.
want to give a basic bitch answer like Gardevoir. That's too easy.
Oh, guys, in terms of compatibility with sex and
Oh, shut up.
Pokemon,
You. Wait,
love
is Ditto,
Mr.
does
Rhyme.
Does Ditto
What?
count as cheating? Because it can
you
become
have,
any
like-
Pokemon.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah,
Because you
whatever
can turn
want
it
to.
into yourself, and it can be masturbation at that point. What do you mean?
What?
oh,
No.
I would turn Ditto into TJ and fuck him.
Jesus.
You gotta make this awkward.
Wait, no. Ditto can only transform into other Pokemon, right?
Not in the anime.
No, in the anime, it could turn into God
Anything?
knows whatever you want it.
Wait,
yeah,
but does
yeah,
it in the
but
anime?
it-
It has that flaw where it's like you can see its
Still
eyes
has its
still,
face.
Yeah, it has the weird face.
I guess
So you can have,
Zoroark
like,
has a more convincing illusion, I guess.
Yeah, you can have
Just
like Mary
staple-
Elizabeth Winstead's like appearance, but like the Ditto eyes, I don't know, that kind of
Hold
freak me
on,
out
hold
at
on.
that
Just
point.
staple a picture of TJ to the body. Like, there you go.
Well, then why do you
Stop
need
make-
Ditto?
Stop,
You have the
stop
picture.
making it weird.
Oh, it's some of the chat says Chatot can technically speaking. Well, isn't Chatot just mimicking?
A bird.
I
Yeah.
remember in the anime they try to get Ditto to turn into somebody by giving it a picture. It just turned into the picture of the person,
Yeah.
and not the person.
That sounds like something the anime would do.
Well, it's trying its best.
Yeah.
he's just trying.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Tresten is saying he needs to wrap things up. He is pretty sick right now, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And
I know.
What were you gonna
thanks,
say
by the
about
way,
Mr.
Joe.
Mime?
Yes.
What were you gonna say about Mr. Mime, real quick?
Ooh.
I think someone said they would go on a date with Mr. Mime.
No, Lars, what were you gonna say about Mr. Mime before you got interrupted?
I was going to say, I like the idea of Mr. Rhyme conceptually. It's a really cool name, and I like the pun with like rhyme as in like ice, and he's like an
Okay.
ice type. Yeah,
Okay.
that was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
I
a
just
cool
wanted
idea.
to know.
Yeah.
Okay, we can wrap up now.
Also, Mr. Mime definitely, like, he's left with Ash's mom, and he's
A
like
lot.
the only male
Yeah.
there.
Have you seen his fingers? Like, imagine the finger of fucking ass blasting he could do.
No, I always thought like Professor Oak was like sneaking in some time with Delia.
Maybe it was
Well,
like a
it's coming around,
freeway
but-
type thing.
Yeah.
He could use his.
This is the first dream event of the
Holy
Okay,
shit.
stop.
Well,
Cut
'cause, like-
that. Editor's cut. Editor's cut.
I'm just saying, like, do you notice like how quickly Professor Oak wants Ash to like leave the house and go out in the world so he can be with his mom?
I did notice that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can start wrapping up now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Joe, you have been our first Poke YouTuber in quite some time, so I really appreciate you taking the time to come on with us. I really appreciate it.
I was very happy to receive the email, or at least I was very happy to see the email. about 3 weeks after you sent it because it got sent to my fucking spam folder for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I was very happy.
It was a problem we've been having with our method of reaching out to guests where I've been doing mass emails, and I think now Google is starting to think, this is spam. So it's like I'm gonna have to change my.
We got to personalize
strategy.
the emails each time now, so which is fine.
Yeah.
It's understandable, but yeah.
Yeah, no,
Anyway.
I was happy. I saw it eventually. Very happy to come on.
Yeah. Also, Joe, I'm really glad because I'm the only one here who actually religiously plays Pokemon. So whenever we can have a related guest, that's always great.
That's always good. Yeah. That. No,
And,
anyways, appreciate it.
Guys, if you've been watching this episode for a while and you really want to help us out, go ahead and buy Joe a Switch so he can play the later games.
Buy me everything. Give me money.
But otherwise, Joe, if people want to check out your stuff,
give him the Scarlet and Violet Mewtwo
Guys,
DLC.
please give me money so I can buy a bed.
Yeah, that also.
Yeah, he told me that was false in the DMs, by the way. Anyway, Joe, if people want to check out your stuff, what's the best way to do that?
So, if you want just like the meme, like overview of Pokemon type thing, we've got MagcarJoe. That's my main channel. And then if you want more Nuzlocks and challenge videos, stuff like that, I head over to MagcarJoe Live and twitch.tv/MagcarJoe. I forgot I stream on there now.
Nice. And if people, just like off the top of your head, literally just off rip, it doesn't have to be like the perfect answer, but just a good example video to watch from one of your channels, what would be just your advice?
One of my Nuzlocks, I would say the Pokemon Hardcore Nuzlocke with just bug types in Pokemon Emerald I did recently was pretty decent video. And then for like the other stuff, meme related channels, probably the Pokemon the Game Freak hates. I'm really happy with how that one turned out, so I'd say watch that one.
All right.
There's also always the classic Regigigas one, but that one's only as good as it is because the thumbnail is
Would you say those are good?
Regigigas in the thumbnail.
Would you say those are good starter videos?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay.
Sure. And I'll go ahead and define it for the audience, by the way. The Nuzlocke is a very special kind of self-imposed Pokemon challenge. Pokemon's pretty easy, especially these days. And so people add a little bit of extra challenge. The premise is you get one Pokemon from each area. If your Pokemon get KO'd, you have to box them and a couple other things. So it's just a way to get like attached to your Pokemon that you catch and everything. And it's a lot of fun.
Also, the way I do it as well, it's called Hardcore Nuzlocke. 2 extra things. You can't use items in battle, and you can't overlevel past the next gym leader's ace Pokemon, so it just adds even more difficulty to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, items for suckers anyway. I feel like it.
Yeah, I 100%.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Anyway, Tresten, if you're still awake and people want to check out your channel,
youtube.com/spaghetto. Lars and I do daily content, and we've been having a lot of guests on the channel lately, so go check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Sounds good. And TJ, if people want to check out your music,
soundcloud.com/Tiege, Tiege. That's how you spell it. And I sometimes upload there.
Nice. Anyway, this has been the first podcast. If you've been tuning in and you've been enjoying the show, make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. Check us out on all audio platforms. Patreon.com/T1podcast if you want bonus episodes of the show, early release privileges, a funny role in the Discord, a patron-only chat, and more. But that's going to do it. I think, TJ, since you let us in, you might want to take us out.
Oh, did we even answer the question, who is Joe?
Wait, guys, hold on. MagcarJoe, do you like Breaking Bad?
It's okay. Yeah.
No, we're not doing this.
Oh,
what's the address from Breaking Bad, MagcarJoe?
I don't know what.
That's not how we're gonna end.
What's the address?
This is the most.
What's the address,
outro.
TJ? What's the address?
No. I'm curious. What's the address?
He does want to know what the address is.
Slug
I'm
my
very
dick.
curious.
It's slug my dick.
No, it's
the guest is literally asking you a question. What's the address?
I hate you. It's 308 Negro Arroyo Lane.